Welcome to the audio visual translation course. This is a really fun course because you will attempt to translate movies, TV series, lyrics, and so on and so on. So this is a heavy course. يعني heavy, it means that you will have to work a lot from the start of this course until the end of the semester. There are many activities that you will need to perform. Okay? Now, these activities will require you to have a computer. You are fourth year, third year students, university students. Please do not tell me I can't, I don't have. Go find one. Either buy it, rent it, take it from someone you know, or use the computers at the university. You will have to give me all of the activities done. They will be done through a computer because you will need to download some softwares. Okay? يعني بدكم تدبروا حالكم. يلي عنده كمبيوتر منيح، يلي ما عنده بده يدبر حاله. هاي الاكتيفيتيز ما بتتسوى على التليفون، ما بتتساوى على التابلت. السوفتويرز اللي لازم تنزلوها are too heavy for them. So they need a computer. Okay? من هلا بقولكم. All right, so what are these activities that we will be doing? We will do 2 subtitles of video clips. We will do 1 voice over of a video clip, and we will do 1 voice to text transcription on a Microsoft Word. Okay? So these are 4 things that you will do throughout this course. Like activity 1, and this one, 5. You will need to do a PowerPoint presentation on an audio-visual translation topic. Now, I will send you the topic. I will send you a table with your names. In front of your names, there will be a topic for each one of you. Okay? Now, depending on the situation, if we have time or not, we will do the presentation through Teams. If not, you will record your presentation and send it to me. Okay? Hala, each student will be given an AVT topic by the teacher. You will prepare a 5-minute presentation according to the sample given to you. I will give you a sample on how to do an AVT topic presentation, and you will do something similar with your own topic. Okay? You will present your topic, as I said. If we have time, if there are no delays, no closure, no anything, we will do it on Teams. If not, and depends on your number, if it's big or not, you can record it and send it to me. Make sure to research and present your topic carefully. This activity will count as 10% of your grade. Okay? This is the first 10 out of 100. Right. The second activity is a subtitle of a video clip. You will do 2 subtitling activities. Okay? You will be given 2 short videos of 5 minutes in length. They differ. They could be a cartoon, they could be a TV series, they could be a movie, part of a movie, okay? Just 5 minutes of it. And you will do the translation on screen, which is called subtitling. For this activity, you will need to download a software called Subtitle Workshop. Okay, this is the first software that you will need to download in order to write your subtitle on the video clip. Of course, when you will do the subtitling, you will take into consideration all the things that we will discuss in this class and the classes that will come, okay? You will send both of these files to me via our WhatsApp group, and make sure to edit your translation and read it carefully, okay? This activity counts for 40% of your grade. 40% من علامتكم العملية. مع 10% تبعية البرزنتيشن هاي 50%. نص علامتكم العملية. The third activity we will be doing is a voice over. You will put your voice on a clip, okay? Same. I will give you this short video clip. It will be a sound clip, okay? You will download the Audacity software. So this is the second software that you will need to download. It's called Audacity, okay? This software is explained in Unit 3 as the subtitling workshop is explained in Unit 2, okay? You have everything in Unit 2 and Unit 3 where you can download, how to download the software, where to download the software, how to work with the softwares, okay? I put everything there for you to get acquainted with these softwares and know how to use them. Type, never same. You will send this, you will, first of all, after you download your software, you will need to translate the words of the clip, okay? Put them in a separate page in a Word file, it's fine. And then when you start using the Audacity software, you will say your translation with the clip. Yani when the person in the clip starts speaking, you need to start translating, okay? So, you will send this file to your teacher via the WhatsApp group, and make sure to review your translation, okay? And to review your speaking. If it's correct, if it's good, if it's within the time frame of the person who is speaking behind you, okay? So this activity counts as 25% of your grade. قديش وصلنا هيك؟ 75%, right? The fourth activity and last activity that you will do is to transcribe a voice to text clip, okay? You will be given an audio file. You will use Microsoft Word to transcribe. شو يعني transcribe? You will hear and type at the same time. Everything that is said or done in the audio, you will write it down. For example, if I'm hearing someone speaking and he says, let me say, you have to put, let me say, okay? So everything you hear, you write it down. Type, you will send this file on the WhatsApp. Of course, all these activities, I will give you a time frame for them. Like I will tell you, activity 1, you will send it at this time. Activity 2, you will send it at this time, okay? Make sure to review and edit your transcription carefully. And this activity counts as 25% of your grade. هيك شو بنكون سكرنا 100% of your practical grade. علامة النشاط العملي تبعكم بتكون هيك خلصت. And this, you guys, course weighs 60% of your final grade. يعني هذا النشاط العملي اللي فيه هدول الأجزاء بيعادل 60% من علامتكم النهائية. يعني الميد تيرم and final are only 40% and your practical activity is 60%. So if you work very good on these activities, you can have a grade between 80s and the 90s. Okay? So work hard, follow my instructions, send the files on time. Please do not tell me I don't know, I can't. Okay? If you don't know, if you can't, you will lose points for each activity you don't submit. واضح يا صبايا؟ في حدا عنده أي سؤال على الأكتيفيتيز يلي بدنا نسويها خلال الفصل؟ Jude, do you have something to say?
No, all clear.
Okay, all clear. All right. طيب برضه نفس الشيء، يعني حسسوني انكم فاهمين معي، انكم يعني فاهمين مستوعبين. قولوا لي يس، ابعثوا لي ايموجي.
We think it's gonna be fun, but the only worry I am worrying about, I'm not good with computers. That's the only thing. But
it's fine, Sahar.
It's gonna be interesting.
Me too.
It's fine because in the book, when you get the book, in the book, I tell you exactly what to do. Okay? So you follow the instruction and you will not have any problem with either software. They are easy to use. The internet has many videos explaining how to use both the subtitling workshop and the Audacity software. Yes, Sundus.
أخذنا مادة المودرن مع دكتور نشأت تقريبا، فعنا فكرة عن الفيديوهات والتطبيقات، فيعني رايح ماركة علينا هاي المادة تقريبا.
Okay, يعني. That's good. So the softwares that you learned with in the, I think the course was modern translation technologies. The softwares and technologies that you learned there, you will be using here. Okay, but this is specifically for the audiovisual translation course. All right, هيك مفهوم؟ كله تمام؟ خلاص نسكر على الموضوع. Of course, I will send you this PowerPoint presentation or these information on the group, so it stays there whenever you want to go back to them. Okay? All right, you guys. So let me now share the presentation for the first unit. You will see that you will enjoy this course. It's a really nice course. للأسف إنه إحنا we're doing it online. It should have been in class using the computer labs in the university. It would have been very funny because it's also you would have done it in groups, okay? But now since we only have electronic or e-classes, so we need to work with it, okay? Right. Here you go. Here is chapter unit 1. Please, when you see it, tell me. لسه عم بحمل، لحظة شوي بس لما أقول لكم لما يخلص تحميل so you can see, tell me if you see it or not. I think I heard that the books will be ready today at the university. So on Saturday, before you go, call the university and ask them if the books of translation are ready or not. Okay?
All branches.
I think all branches.
أنا استلمت كتاب الكريتيكال.
الكريتيكال جاهز من قبل يومين ثلاثة right. الوحيد هو اللي كان جاهز. الباقي I think إنه بيجهزوا اليوم، بيوصلوا للجامعة اليوم. ف at least I know Ramallah will have them. I'm not sure about the other branches, but most probably yes, they will have them. That's why before you go down to the university on Saturday, يعني as soon as you can go, call the university and ask them if the books are ready and there. Okay? طيب شوي ضايل بس عبال ما يعمل upload. الملف شوي تقيل لأنه فيه فيديوز. Okay, it should show any time now. Oh boy, ما بياخد وقت. طالع عندكم شيء؟
No.
Not yet.
لا.
No. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. حركوا أخيرا. Okay. عم بنازع شوي بس لأنه زي ما قلت لكم الملف فيديوهات. We will look at them. Here we go. Let's see. Starting to come up.
Yes, we see it.
All right, good. Goody, goody. Okay. All right. So, welcome to Unit 1 in your AVT book. So, audiovisual translation will be known from now on as AVT. Okay? طيب. Before we start, tell me, do you know what AVT means? Audiovisual translation. Yes, Sundus. Sundus, you can speak.
Audiovisual translation.
Yeah, what does it mean? I mean, I know AVT means audiovisual, is an acronym for audiovisual translation, but what does it mean? What is it?
It's about to make a video and translate it.
Okay.
From English to
not
Arabic
only,
or
yeah, it's not only making a video, it's any form of translation that has anything to do with the visual material. Okay, visual, we can see it. So it is the transfer of verbal language. يعني الأشياء أو اللغة المحكية, okay, or sign language from one source language into a target language. A sign language هون, it means all of these are sign languages that needs to be translated, okay? Designed to be accessible to both the hearing, يلي بيسمعوا, and deaf or hard of hearing. يعني not only the people who can hear very well benefit from the audiovisual translation, it is also designed for the deaf or hard of hearing. Okay? طيب. AVT, as any other form of translation, has its own set of linguistic and cultural processes, meaning that AVT has its own set of translation strategy, okay? And this is done to help us transfer the meaning, as we said, from one language to another. Because we know translation is about sending, communicating something, the meaning, okay, from one language into another. So AVT is the same. Audiovisual translation does the same thing as any type of translation. However, it has a specialized set of linguistic and cultural processes, as well as a set of specialized theories and strategies that we need to use for it. Okay? The aim of AVT is to make all the audio, visual content available for everyone. يعني it wants to send this message to all the people worldwide. Okay? Meaning also that it's not available only to the people of a certain country. No, the content of this country is available to a global audience. يعني كيف نتفليكس البلاتفورم مش فيها أفلام ومسلسلات من جميع أنحاء العالم، وأي حدا بيشترك فيها بنتفليكس I mean platform can see these videos, these films, these TV series, documentaries, whatever. Okay, so the goal of AVT is to send this message to as many people as possible throughout the world. Okay, there are different modes when we talk about audio-visual translation. Okay, there are in fact 6 modes. What are they? Subtitling. كلنا نعرف شو هو subtitles. These are on-screen translations. يعني the thing that I am saying now will be shown on a strip at the bottom of the screen. This is subtitling. There is dubbing. And dubbing means that I am replacing the voices of the original actors with voices from my country's actors. يعني كيف المسلسلات التركية المدبلجة. Yes. المسلسلات التركية المدبلجة الصوت الأصلي للممثلين الأتراك ما بينسمع، بيجي بداله مين؟ أصوات ممثلين عرب, especially Syrian actors. ممثلين سوريين. Okay? And the main factor that that is unique to dubbing is lip synchronization. Okay? يعني حركة الشفاه تكون على الصوت المسموع. هاي ميزة الدبلجة. The third mode is called voice over. شو بيختلف الvoice over عن الdubbing? The difference is that, as we said, dubbing, we don't hear the original voice of the author and it is replaced by other actors. Okay, in the voiceover you still hear the voice of the original actor, okay, or person who is speaking, but it is low and your voice is the one who we can hear. Okay, So your voice is translating what the other person is saying without muting that person's voice. You still can hear it in the background. Okay?
زي اللي بيجوا في ناشونال يا دكتورة.
Exactly. Exactly.
ترجمة في الأخبار صح؟
نعم صحيح. في برنامج كتير مشهور بيجي على ناشونال جيوغرافيك I think أبو ظبي, and it's about catching smugglers, drug smugglers at the
من
airport.
المطارات هذا. من المطارات العالم.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. من المطارات. That's the one. Yes. So you still can hear the original Spanish voice. Okay. ولكن you also hear the Arabic voice on top of it clearly. Okay. So this is the difference between dubbing and voice over. The fourth mode is called transcribing. What is transcribing? Is to render the voice, okay, into text. يعني I am speaking now. بيطلع عندكم you have to write I am speaking now. Since this is the first day. Since this is the first day. Okay. So this type of transcribing is important when you need to translate the dialogues that are happening and the narrations that are happening in the series and movies. Okay, so people transcribe them.
دكتورة كمان في المحاكم بيستخدموها في المحكمة.
Yes, very good. If you saw the case of Johnny Depp versus his ex-wife, you see the stenographer, the person who transcribes everything that is said in the court. الشخص هذا شغلته الوحيدة إنه يكتب كل ما يقال في المحكمة، حتى لو المحكمة مسجلة، ولكن هذا الشخص بيكون قاعد عند القاضي أو بحد القاضي أو بمنطقة قريبة من القاضي، وبيكون عم يكتب كل المحادثات وكل الأصوات وأي شيء بيصير بالمحكمة. This is called transcribing. Okay? طيب. For our activity, you will be transcribing an interview, a police interview, okay, between the police and the culprit, okay. Closed captions is the fifth mode of AVT. شو يعني closed caption? These are used as an additional description in the subtitle, okay? It is put within square brackets for the deaf or hard of hearing. مثلا بنكون عم نحضر فيلم بيطلع صوت غراب. هلا اللي عنده مشكلة في السمع مش راح يسمع منيح انه طلع صوت غراب، وهو بيكون هذا الصوت مهم للاحداث اللي حتصير. For example I'm saying okay. فشو بيجي بحط السبتايتلر؟ بحط raven noise في البراكتس، في السكوير براكتس، عشان اللي ما بيقدر يسمع منيح ينتبه انه طلع صوت حيأثر على مجريات الفيلم. Okay? This is the fifth type. The last type or mode of AVT is called audio description. And this is a narration that happens between the scenes, okay, for the visually impaired. إذن the closed caption is used for those hard of hearing, and the audio description is used for the people who are visually impaired. okay, who can't see very well. So what happens? Let's say that a scene happens, okay? A policeman is entering quietly into the house, okay? Those who can't see it very well will hear a narrator telling them, slowly, police officer Smith is walking toward the house. So this is called audio description, okay? To tell the people what is happening. هلا, closed captions and audio description are optional. يعني when there is a subtitle, if it's not in the TV, you can, if it's on an online streaming platform, you can choose to add it or close it, okay? So what remains is either the subtitle only or the dubbing or the voiceover. You can't do this on the TV streaming, but you can do this on any online platform. Okay? مفهومين? The 6 modes
مفهوم.
of AVT, all clear? All
Yes,
right.
yes, but I think some TVs إنه بيطلع فيهن هاي you can يعني
There
بيطلع
is.
لحالها. When you put
There
mute
is.
لحالها
It's not
ببلش
the TV, Sahar. It's the channel. يعني نفس هالقناة. If it
Oh,
allows
okay,
you
that
to
makes sense.
include closed caption or audio description. It's not the TV itself, okay? It's the channel. If they have the technology, because it costs money. If it has the technology, if it has the means, it can put these closed caption and audio description as options for the viewers to choose from. Okay, so it depends on the country and on the channel itself. If it's publicly owned or privately owned, or if it's to the government. Okay. All right. So let's understand the difference between these 6 modes that we talked about. I am going to play a sections of each of these modes so that you understand it better. When we talk about subtitling, we said that subtitling are the texts that are shown at the bottom of the screen, like this one. Okay, can you see it?
أي دكتورة واضح حتى وين بيصل.
السبتايتل قصدي مش الفيديو يا مريم.
It's so small but we still can see it. Yes.
Festival.
هي
You still
صغيرة.
can see it. صغيرة اوكي يعني انتوا على اساس بس تاخذوا فكرة بعدين بتشوفوها لحالكم
مهم وين بيصي دكتورة.
لما ترجعوا تاني. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is subtitle. On-screen text that is at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now dubbing is something like this. Okay, so you see the lip sync with the voice. Can you match it a little bit? Sometimes it's hard, but professional actors can make it right. Okay, like when we talk about voiceover, we talk about something like this. So voiceover has 2 options. Either you can still hear the voice, the original voice in the background slightly, or a voiceover can be some sort of narration, Okay, it's not dubbing, it's not subtitle, it's like a narration, like this one. Okay, so
شحيتينا
if you see the voice-over thing, yes, Sujud.
راح احكي شحيتينا بالنسكافيه.
Sujud, بدك تحكي شيء؟
What؟
بدك
احكي لك يا
تحكي شيء؟
دكتورة.
شحيتينا بالنسكافيه.
اوكي. يس سندس، بدك تحكي شيء؟
إيه لا ولا شيء.
Okay. طيب. The fourth one, which we said is transcribing, is when you speak, when you hear something and you type it down. So this is done easily in the Microsoft Office. Okay. بديش أغششكم، ولكن في Microsoft Office there is something called transcribe. Okay, so transcribe is something that you can easily use when you convert when you put an audio in this Microsoft Word, and it will convert it to you as text. هلا دائما وابدا بقولكم AI tools are useful, but they lack the human touch. So you will need, after you do the transcription or after your AI Microsoft transcribe tool does the transcription, you will need to go back and read it and make sure that it's transcribed correctly. زي ما قلت لكم, transcription means الناموسة إذا مرت وطلعت صوت, you will need to write it down. Okay? So this is transcribing.
Listening skills.
إيش تحت?
The listening skills course.
It is listening skills, exactly. هاي بتنمي listening skills تبعيتكم. يعني إذا بدكم تستفيدوا تعتمدوش على transcribe اللي في Microsoft Word. Use your listening skills. Okay? Okay, so كل اللي حكى هذا الشخص شو صار له؟ transcribing. Okay? صار له transcribing. كل كلمة حكاها صارت له transcribing على Word document. The same thing you will do. Everything you will hear in the audio file, you will transcribe it on a Microsoft Word. Okay? Most probably حكيت لكم إنه your transcription will be an interview done between the police and someone else. Okay, it could be a culprit, it could be someone coming to say something, okay, to deposit something. So this is transcribing. Closed caption, on the other hand, comes as I said, square brackets. Okay, so you will see within the subtitle some square brackets. مش عارفة إذا حتقدروا تشوفوها بشكل منيح, ولكن حاولوا قد ما بتقدروا إنكم تلقطوها. أوكي, كبروا الشاشة عندكم. تلقطوا المعلومات يلي محطوطة between squared brackets. هاي شو حكينا لمين؟ This is for the hard of hearing. هاي معلومات تنحط بقلب square bracket تساعد الهارد of hearing تيعرفوا إنه عم بيصير إشياء في الباك جراوند, في أصوات عم تطلع, في إشياء عم بتصير. Okay, شو بتقولكم? Eric talked with muted voice, so in the brackets مكتوب muted voice. اوكي سو شايفين mouthing voice يعني عم بيحكي بس مش طالع شيء. فهاي الماوثينج فويس محطوطة between brackets عشان يفهم السامع اللي عنده شو اسمه hard of hearing إن يعرف إنه الشاب عم بيحكي ولكن صوته مش طالع. أوكي. The last one is called audio description وحكينا this audio description is for the visually impaired. أوكي اللي عندهم مشكلة في النظر شوي. فشو بيعملوا؟ بيعطوهم description في narration في حدا بيحكي إنه شو عم بيصير في هاي اللقطة وهاي بتيجي بين الديالوجز بين الحديث الأساسي في الفيلم في documentary في whatever. أوكي؟ Okay, شايفين? Inside the dark house, Popper walks slowly using a flashlight. I can't remember. ولكن this narration is called audio description. استوعبنا أكثر الفرق بين جميع المودز تبعية ال ABT.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
ما شغلتك. Okay. All right. Okay, so what is the role of ABT in the translation industry? شو فايدة شو دور ال ABT audiovisual translation within the translation industry? It contributes to accessibility. Accessibility يعني أي حدا بيقدر يحصل عليها. Okay? And reach أي حدا بيقدر يشوفها. Of audiovisual content across linguistic boundaries and cultural and linguistic boundaries. It contributes to providing informative material to a broader audience. ليش informative؟ لأنه بتعرف culture معينة على another culture. هلا what is nice in Netflix for example is that it not only does Hollywood types of movies and TV series, but it takes movies and TV series from all around the world, okay? Which gives them more exposure. يعني بطلت الهوليوود موفيز هي الأساس، صارت الأفلام والمسلسلات التي بيسووها أي دولة تانية في أي منطقة في العالم تقدر تشوفوها على نتفليكس. بطلت اكسكلوزيف لهديك البلد، صارت متواجدة ومتوفرة لكل الناس بلغات مختلفة. It facilitates the global distribution. This is what we said now, since it is open internationally to all types of movies and series from around the world. So you will find movies in Spanish, in Portuguese, from the Arabic world, okay? And you can choose the language that you want to hear it with, whether it's subtitled or dubbing. It helps open international streaming platform, exactly. So since it's become big, the AVT, I mean, since it became, it facilitated global distribution, it opened the door to many streaming platforms to upload these movies and TV series like Netflix. For those of you who don't know what Aroma is like Netflix, but it is produced by Arabs in Egypt. It's an online platform that streams movies, TV series. It streams from all over the world and it's cheaper than Netflix. I have it. I paid 300 shekels for 3 years and a half. So it's even cheaper than any other platforms out there. The AVT improved the need for translated content. ليش? Because now that it's opened globally to the world, more people will want to watch these movies, documentaries, TV series. They would like to watch it in their own language. So this opened the door for many translators to translate these contents for a broader audience. Okay? It has become a tool for linguistic adaptation and cultural changes. مثلا كتير من الأوقات بتشوفوا في مسلسلات أو أفلام بيكونوا عم يشربوا واين، شو بحط الترجمة translator كأس من العصير for example. Okay? This is called cultural adaptation. لأنه بدونش يحطوا كلمة خمرة، كأس من الخمرة، حطوا كأس من العصير أو عصير العنب. Okay? So this is what we call cultural and linguistic adaptation. هلا, in media, for example, it has facilitated the sharing of diverse cultural narratives, fostering a deeper understanding of different societies and traditions. من خلال شو؟ من خلال الدوكيومنتريز تبعيتهم. اوكي؟ يعني لما تروحوا على فئة الدوكيومنتري في أي من هاي الأونلاين ستريمينج بلاتفورم وتروحوا على the history of World War I, World War II, the فتوحات, الرسالة, فيلم الرسالة, all of these, okay, have facilitated the share of diverse cultural narratives. Okay, حتى الأفلام اللي صارت عن فلسطين, through these movies, the Palestinian can tell their narratives. Okay? طيب. Let's see. Okay, we're continuing the role. هلا, we saw the role of AVT in the translation industry. Now we will see the role of AVT in technology. Okay? شو عملت التكنولوجي؟ Technology has reshaped the practice within AVT. Before, now we will see them in this presentation. Before, subtitling wasn't there. It was something else, okay? It was just very brief, no efforts at all, just the bare minimum. There was no dubbing. You could see, يعني dubbing, the peak of dubbing was in the 80s. If you remember TV series, Mexican TV series like Maria Mercedes, Guadalupe, okay? هدول كانوا, oh, you're too young to remember that. The
No,
peak of the dubbing era. استحال?
Yeah, I remember those. I used to love
You remember them. They were great. They were dubbed in the traditional Arabic language, اللي هي اللغة العربية الفصحى. Okay? So, the impact of technology is evident in AVT from translation and synchronization. بفضل التكنولوجيا صار في synchronization للvoice with lip movement. Okay? CAT tools, the ones that you learned in the modern translation course, have become indispensable for AVT professional. ليش? Because they don't waste time, they are more accurate. Of course, they do need the human touch to correct some of the things, ولكن they shrinked the time needed to do these translations. They help in managing translation databases, which is good. يعني هلا برضو don't tell anyone that I told you. If you need any subtitle to any of the movies or TV series, you can find it online. I will not tell you where, but you can find it. Automatic speech recognition technology like this transcribe. If you open your Microsoft Word, you have on the top of the bar, you have dictate. So whatever I say, the computer will, or the program, the Microsoft program will write it down. You have transcribe, whatever it hears, the Microsoft Office will write it down. These technologies contribute to faster turnaround times for translators. يعني turnaround times يعني to make time more efficient for them. Okay? طيب. A little bit of history of the AVT. I told you before, I think it was before the 30s, in the 30s, before a little bit of the 30s, translation or audiovisual translation started with silent movies. If you ever heard of Charlie Chaplin, you will know what I am talking about. If you don't know Charlie Chaplin, go Google him, okay? Very interesting movies he did. It was the peak of the movie industry at that time, and Charlie Chaplin was a movie star. Okay, so the subtitles or the translation that I talked about was called intertitles. Okay, intertitles. Let me see where I can find it here. هلا بنشوفها من هيها. Okay. This type of translation emerged in the 30s, and this is what intertile means. بما إنه الموفيز كانت silent، ما فيها حكي، ما فيها dialogue، أوكي؟ كان بتمر لقطات، أكمل لقطة، بعدين بتطلع شاشة سوداء محطوط عليها كلمة أو كلمتين أو هذا إشي صغير هيك شرح صغير، بعدين بكمل الموفيز كمان كمل لقطة برجع بيطلع شاشة سوداء عليها كلمة كلمتين سطر whatever بيعبر عن شغلة. هدول كان بمثابة السبتايتل في هداك الوقت في الثلاثينات. They were called intertile. هلا لما صار development of home videos اللي ما بتعرفوها انتم بس كان عندنا فيديوز اوكي and videos يعني كاسيتات and DVDs اوكي صار في تطور في الترجمة وصار في عنا subtitles صار بلش الدبينج يطلع in the 20th century. احنا بنحكي مثلا الدبينج البيك تبعه كان في الثمانينات، السبتايتلز كان في السبعينات والثمانينات اوكي. بعدين now in this era we have everything we need. We have, as I said, the audio description, we have the closed caption, we have a better quality of dubbing, we have a better quality of subtitle. Okay? So this is how it used to be, and this is how it is now. Okay? هلا we have different, of course, genres in the AVT. The first genre is the film. Filmmakers convey meaning through visual element and cinematography, mise en scène, and editing. يعني كل أشكال الشغل في الأفلام، من الحوارات، من وين كل actor لازم يكون موقعه، كيف لازم يحكي، كيف لازم يتصرف، لا كل العمليات الاديتنج مش بتسمعوا بالأفلام لما يفرجونا عن فيلم معين كيف انعمل، تسمعوا البروديوسر بيقول كات سين 2 ريدو كذا، كله هاي editing. اوكي هلا translators need to capture the essence of these visual components. In addition to the things that are said in the movie, the translator needs to capture all that is happening around the dialogue. Okay? This means that the translator doesn't only translate the dialogue, but also conveys the tension through subtitle or dubbing. هلا الدبنج voice كثير أسهل، إنه إذا الواحد معصب من صوته نعرف إنه معصب، إذا الواحد مبسوط من صوته بنعرف إذا مبسوط. However, in the subtitle, it is tricky. So we need to use a few things, a few markers. If I use exclamation mark, it means that what's happening? This is my emotion. If I use a question mark, what's going on here? This is my emotion. If I put 3 dots, it means that I don't want to say, I don't want to continue what I'm talking. It means I'm either sad or I'm either angry, or so I need to see that through writing and through what is happening in the movie. Okay? So translators need to be in line with the cultural nuances of the target culture viewer. يعني لازم يكون المترجم عنده حس لكل التغيرات اللي بتصير في الفيلم حتى يقدر يترجمها على الشاشة. اوكي؟ لا التارجت اودينس يفهمها. هلا films often incorporate cultural references, humor, and wordplay, and these are the most difficult one to translate. تخيلوا مسلسل فريند يلي فيه كثير من هاي الcultural references الهيومر والwordplay. تخيلوا مترجم بده يترجم هاي الأمور على الشاشة، قديش صعب إنه يترجم. Translator must be adept at not only linguistic precision but also cultural sensitivity and visual literacy. Okay? طيب. The second one is TV shows. هلا TV shows بتختلف عن الأفلام in one thing, that a TV show has more than one episode. It is an episodic type of movie. Okay? يعني when a translator translates, he must maintain, or she must maintain the same voice, the same tone, the same events, the same writing style. Okay? يعني ما بينفع مترجم يترجم هذا المسلسل من أول حلقة للحلقة العاشرة بعدين يجي مترجم ثاني يترجم بقية الحلقات. There will be differences in the translation style. So that's the only difference between a TV show and a movie. A movie is constant, the dialogue is there, it's done. One translator does everything at the same time. However, in the series, since the series have multiple seasons, they have many episodes, so there should be a sort of consistency in the translation process, whether in the subtitle or in the dubbing. يعني تخيلوا عم تسمعوا dubbed Turkish series، صوت المين كاركتر بجننه حلو أول كم من سيزن، بعدين في السيزن الخامسة اتغير صوته لحدا تاني مش معروف ومش حلو صوته. Okay? What will happen? You will sense that يعني immediately that there is something wrong. طيب Video games. Video games are a very, very growing market. Okay? We have many teenagers, even grown-up people who love to video game. These video games are very sophisticated in the technologies that they use, in the softwares and platforms they use. And many of them have been adapted to the Arabic language. But it was a challenge, a big challenge, because the video game relies on many aspects, like synchronization of lip, like dubbing, like sometimes you have subtitles in them, like you will need the interface, a good interface that catches your attention, and this one needs to be translated properly for example, an Arab audience, that they understand what it means. You know, all the video games have the click here, click there, do this, do that, okay? So all these interfaces need to be done properly, need to be translated according to a natural flow of language, so that when the gamer starts playing, he is captivated, captured by a correct and proper language, in addition to the colors, to the schemes, and everything that is within the video game. So, translators of video games, by the way, are highly paid. Money. They get lots of money because it's a very hard and difficult genre to translate. The last thing is called theatrical plays. Okay, so these are different from subtitling, dubbing, and video games because the translation is made live on the spot. Okay, and these use, you remember what I told you about intertiles? They use the intertile style. What is difficult about this type of translation is that it is a live streaming translation. Yani you have people sitting in a box, for example, and while the actors are playing, these translators are typing whatever they say and showing it on a screen above the playground. Yeah. This type of translation, or AVT translation, combines the interpreting اللي ما أخذتوها لسه اللي هي الترجمة الفورية with written translation. Okay, اللي هي writing subtitles, writing intertiles, and so on. So it's a combination of both, and this is very hard. You have to be a very good translator in the oral translation and in the written translation. Okay? طيب أي سؤال على الجنرز هدول الأربعة اللي حكينا فيهم: film, TV series, video games, and theatrical plays؟ كله clear؟
يس دكتورة
You
تمام.
guys, yeah? Okay. The last things, a few things we will talk about are the challenges that we have in translating these types and these genres. هلا, for films, the challenge lies in condensing nuanced dialogue. When you do subtitling, okay, مساحة اللي معطاه لكتابة السبتايتل كتير قليلة. عبارة عن سطرين و I think it's only 30 characters مش words 30 character يعني الفاصلة بيحسبوها المسافة بيحسبوها كل شيء محسوب ف they have specific parameters that they need to use. For TV shows, challenge lies in maintaining consistency across multiple episodes. زي ما حكينا إنه الموفي TV series are have many seasons, many شو اسمهم episodes, okay? So they need to be consistent. Video game challenge is that the challenge is that each player anticipates a very different شو بسموها interaction with the game and the characters, okay? And the theatrical play challenge is that it is immediate, it's live on the air, okay? So these are the challenges. The opportunities, on the other hand, for film, since it is a condensed dialogue, so it brings the necessary information. For TV shows, this provides a space for creativity, okay? Because it through many episodes, so creativity should come in play. For video games, this is what we call creative adaptation. This is the uniqueness of video games. For theatrical plays, it gives an opportunity for live adaptation. يعني whether you choose to become a translator, an AVT translator of films and TV series, or for video games, or for theatrical plays, you can improve your skill, become more creative, and خلينا نقول be one of the few professionals in this type of translation. ما فيش عندنا كتير translators of subtitles. ما فيش عندنا كتير translators for the dubbing. We have very few for the video games and theatrical play. And these last two actually pay a lot. طيب حكينا عن الاوديو description وحكينا انه الاوديو description is used for the people, sorry, مش hard of hearing, for the people visually impaired, right? It's to tell them about some information that are in the movie or in the TV series that they need to know, okay? Because these scenes are important for the continuation of the film or TV series, okay? So audio description has some techniques. It uses verbal economy, أو it should use verbal economy. يعني الإفراط في إعطاء audio description is bad, and giving very few audio description is very bad also. So the translator needs to find a balance between giving a lot of information or sticking to very few information. Timing and synchronization, because these audio description happens between scenes, so the time limit is very short, so they need to provide the information that are very necessary for the visually impaired people to know. And it has a descriptive language, so it uses vivid and evocative language. يعني the person who is talking has to give emotion, has to show that the scene is interesting, it's eerie, it's frightening, okay? من الصوت, from the tone. So let's look, for example, at the following of audio description track. And these are the scenes that where there is no dialogue in it. It's just a narration of what is happening. Just a second. Okay, so you understand what audio description is. It describes the scenes, the event of the scene. It narrates them to those who can see them clearly. Okay? هلا هون لسه ما في dialogue. That's why we can use a good amount of information to describe the scene. تمام؟ Now we will talk about something called practical approaches to AVT. What are the practices that we use for the AVT? Subtitle positioning and formatting. This is very important. وين بينحط السبتايتل وقديش طوله قديش بأي ألوان لازم يكون. This is very important. Color and contrast, lip synchronization is also very important for the dubbing, okay? And audio description and caption are also should be very condensed and to the point, okay? What are the tools that we will use also that people use in AVT? Beside what I told you before regarding the subtitle workshop, the Audacity software, and the Microsoft Word transcribe and dictate, people use subtitling software, audio description platforms, voice recognition softwares, and machine translation. And these are some of them are very expensive. Okay, يعني they can be afforded only by the TV channel or the government. Okay, some rich individual who own a TV channel. Okay, there are free tools on the internet. They are not as sophisticated as the very expensive one. ولكن for the purpose of teaching, of improving your skills, of anything you want to do, you can use them freely. Some challenges in AVT practice اللي هن زي ما حكينا linguistic nuances. Linguistic nuances تعني الاختلافات التي تحدث ما بين الsource text والtarget text. You need to know as a translator how to translate these nuances. Okay, taking into consideration the culture of the target audience. Complex narrative in the audio description and cultural adaptation in dubbing. زي ما حكيت لكم مثال الكأس من الخمرة. Instead of كأس من الخمرة بيقولوا كأس من عصير العنب أو كأس من العصير. Okay? So you need to have cultural sensitivity as a translator so that you are not fired by the company who hired you. And this is the last bit of the audiovisual translation. مفهوم? Unit 1. Unit 1 is very easy, you guys. I think most of you know all these information or most of these information. You have seen many movies, many TV series, many documentaries using voiceover, subtitles, or dubbing. You have judged them, right? You say you sometimes when you hear something you say, this is not translated very properly. He missed something here, right? I don't understand the dubbing. It doesn't make sense. We all did that at some time, right?
مس هي
كثير
سهلة واحنا
بتصير معنا
عارفينها، مرقة
معانا.
علينا كثير شغلات، بس انه احنا نطبقها راح تكون صعبة اكيد لو في أنشطة زي هيك.
Yes. هلا ال AVT is fun to work with, but it's also hard. You will see that when you do the audiovisual translation of subtitles. You will need to be very specific when you do the translation of the subtitles, because you have to take into consideration the time. You have to take into consideration how fast the person speaking, okay? You have to take into consideration how many seconds your translation should show on the screen. Also in the voiceover, you will need to make sure that whatever is said by the original voice, you will translate it in a proper way. In your voice, you will need to make it that the time that the first utterance is said, your utterance coincides with the original utterance. So you will have to be very meticulous, but believe me, you will enjoy it. Because once I was given an assignment of small video clip of a very funny Egyptian actor, Ismail Yasin. A 5-minute video clip of Ismail Yasin. I was translating the clip and laughing at the same time. And my teacher was like, Sulafa, please stop. You are disrupting the class. I told him, teacher, I can't. It's so funny. So I was hearing the clip and I was translating all the subtitle workshop at the same time. And I was laughing and laughing and laughing all the time. Okay, and this was one of my final exams. Yeah, so you will see, when you translate, you will have fun in translating audiovisual or doing voiceover, but at the same time, you will see that it is difficult also to translate them. All right, you guys, so this is the end of Unit 1 of audio-visual translation. Inshallah, your books will be ready on Saturday for you to go and pick them up. If they are ready, please take them as soon as possible. This book is not big. It's only 4 units, okay, throughout this class. So 2 units before the midterm and 2 units after the midterm, or 5 minutes. I'm not, I can't remember. It's either 4 or 5.
طيب دكتورة امتى التطبيق؟ يوم الأربعاء، بحكي يوم الأربعاء الجاي بنبلش نشتغل على الفيديوهات، يعني عملي يوم الأربعاء الجاي.
Don't worry, I will send you everything on our WhatsApp group, okay? All the details, all the dates. I will work on them this weekend, and beginning next week, you will have every information you need to do these things. Okay?
Miss?
All right, you guys. Yes.
يعطيك العافية. هيني هند. كان عندي محاضرة ميديا، ما حضرتش من أول المحاضرة. هسا في جروب لهاي المادة؟
شو هي هند؟ شو آخر شي سألتي؟
هاي المادة الأوديو فيجوال إلها جروب على الواتس؟
أنت مش معنا، أنت شكلك جديد دخلتيهن.
كان علي محاضرة ميديا بنفس الوقت بعد
لا، جديد دخلتي على سجلتي في الكورس.
لا لا يعني من أول الفصل يعني ثبتته إشي،
طب ليش
بس
ما
ما بعرف
دخلتي
إذا
يا
في
هند
جروبات.
على الجروب؟ بعت
ما
لكم
بعرف.
اللينك للجروب على شو اسمه البوابة.
أنا لسه بستنى ثبتت المواد، بس بستنى عندي مواد مكتبية، فلسه المواعيد مش ثابتة عندي، مش مبين عندي موعد. أخدت من البنات، عرفت أي ساعة موعد المحاضرة.
طيب خلي حدا يبعت لك اللينك، اوكي، واشتركي في الجروب.
خلاص تمام، بس يعطيك العافية.
alright، يعطيكم العافية everyone. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
يعطيك العافية دكتورة.
الله يعافيكي.
يعطيك العافية.
الله يعافيكم.
نستناكي في الكريتيكال يا مس.
إن شاء الله. ارفع roll up your sleeves.
لا سكعة وين؟
اوكي يلا باي.